as we all witness Netflix dropping Season 1 of the most highly anticipated international anime series, Trese.
A fearsome warrior who would conquer both worlds through death and fire.
About Philippine folklore, myths, and legends. Allow us to navigate you to the spine-tingling and mysterious other world of ours. Be sure to check out the profile of monsters and other creatures we have seen so far on Budgetan and Cadro Baldissimo's Trese. All this and a lot more waiting for you, but before we start the countdown, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell to not miss any updates. Let's begin.
I've always wondered what it was like to kill a god.
Then you will be disappointed.
Number 1. Babalan. During the pre-colonial era, each of the Rahajanate, or barangay, had a priestess known as Babalan that spoke to deities who were ancestral spirits or the supreme god that they worship. Until today, there are numerous tribes that are led by Babalans. The major mystical task assigned to them includes praying for the deceased, creating healing potions for the critically sick, giving blessings to tribe warriors, and warding off evil spirits or creatures that pose threats to the estate. Number 2. Duende. Duende, when translated to English, comes up with the term dwarf. The duendes are Filipino mystical creatures who are famous for being highly playful, magical, and are guardians of the environment. Their name spruced from the Spanish phrase, dueño de casa, which means the owner of the house. They are believed to be underground creatures living in earth mounds that look like anthills, but they also live in mushrooms, trees, and even in the nooks and crannies of our homes. Number 3. Elementals. The very concept of elemental creatures is foreign to us, but it was not to our ancestors. They strongly believed in the existence of such creatures and also associated them with specific elements like fire, air, water, and earth. Perhaps elementals are the umbrella term for all such mystical creatures. But it was Paracelsus, a Swiss philosopher, who initially divided them into 4 categories. In Trese, we find our heroine meeting 2 elemental creatures of air, Hannah and Amy. Hannah is from Habagat tribe, while Amy is from the Amihan. Both of these are monsoon tribes. In the meantime, our heroine also had a battle against Bagyong Kulimnim, which is an elemental creature of lightning.
Bagyong Lectro, you traitor! You're being played a fool by Talag Busao.
The only fool here is you.
And the scion of the powerful family led by Bagyong Lectro. Number 4. Emissary of the Goddessibu. It is a commonly known fact that during the pre-colonial era, many tribes put their dead ones to rest through mummification, but some put their dead ones in a boat and sent them off in mighty rivers. This one will surely remind you of the famous Greek mythology about Charon, who was a boatman in the underworld. He used to guide the souls in crossing the river Styx, but in our Trese series, the path that leads to the underworld goes through the Mirth, where you find the ambassador of the Manobo goddess of the underworld Ibu, who is leading the train of souls and giving some advice to Alex.
Where they met their demise and their souls found their way back to Ibu's train, they were not the only ones.
Number 5. Ibra. Let us put forth the important things first. Aswang is an umbrella term used for shapeshifters and carnivorous monsters, but in the series, we encounter an Ibra, who is the leader of a criminal Aswang gang living in Metro Manila. Ibra, as per the Tinguans, is a human form and shape corpse-eating spirit. They are notorious for stalking the houses of dying people and stealing their bodies. To discourage this practice and stop the Ibra, wake and funeral superstitions are held, which include burning holes in the garments of the dead as well as putting sharp objects on top of their graves. Number 6. Capre. If you are on the hunt for a mythical creature that has racist and colonial roots, then look no further, as this giant tree-dwelling Capre is what you're looking for. The Capres are believed to reside in ancient and huge trees like mango, banyan, and acai. They are also notorious for kidnapping beautiful women who wander in the night. The good part is that they possess magical white stones that, when you get fortunate to acquire, will be at your mercy and grant your wishes. Number 7. Kata. In Visayas mythology, the merfolk have 3 ranks: Sirena, mermaids; Siokoi, ugly merman; and Kata. The Katas are the guardians of the waters and aquatic life therein. They have this supernatural ability to manipulate the tides, waves, water pressure, and even turn water into ice. They are more human-like in structure but have gills and fins over their body. They are highly mischievous and often disguise themselves as fishermen asking for help. Always be cautious while approaching them, as they will surely drown you.
Are you my jolly sailor boat?
Aye, that'll be.
Scrum, comport yourself! Boys!
Number 8. Llaman Lupa. Llaman Lupa is an umbrella term coined for Duende and Nuno, but in Trese, they are portrayed as earth mounds that are made to serve the earth elementals. Number 9. Manananggal. Another type of aswang waiting to give you goosebumps is the self-segregating creature called Manananggal. They are commonly believed to be females and detach their torsos from their lower halves and fly into the night to feast upon unborn infants. Legend has it that when you hear wings flapping above your rooftop at nighttime, that is certainly a Manananggal, still at a safe distance from you but heading for your home. But when the flapping becomes inaudible, that is when the Manananggal is already above your rooftop, ready to puncture your womb with her filthy long tongue. Number 10. Nuno. Nuno are the Filipino dwarves. In Trese, they are totally different creatures. If we compare them to dwarves who are more gnome-like in appearance, Nuno are dwellers of the mounds. They are similar to goblins and be quite mean to those that damage or disturb their dwellings. Number 11. Santelmo. Filipinos believe in the weather phenomenon where you see floating plasma in an electric field, but not the scientific explanation to it. According to Filipino mythology, Santelmo are huge fireballs that fight each other and occur where arguments or accidents have happened. Number 12. Sigbin. Sigbins are supersonic tiny creatures that look like dogs, frogs, goats, and kangaroos combined. They live in jars and come out only during full moons. They are loyal to the aswang and drank blood right out of human shadows. Number 13. Tikbalang. They are also known to be half human and half horse, and are another of those creatures feared by women for their flirty and scary nature. They are also notorious for luring their victims. Number 14. Tianak. Out of all the aswang creatures, the Tianak have the most heartbreaking origins. They are either unborn fetuses or less than a year-old infants who were killed by their mothers. They haunt their mothers in return, and also women who shapeshift to have cute, adorable babies. Number 15. White Lady. Viewers familiar with ghost stories know the White Lady is a popular one, not just in the Philippines, but around the world. In Trese, the consistent detail about the White Lady is one of a taxi being stopped by a beautiful woman asking for a ride, but a glass through the rear view mirror reveals one drenched in blood and bruises. Number 16. Xiaomul. Encounter another of the criminal aswang gang, Xiaomul. The name is inspired by popular belief about Xiaomul, who was an evil spirit swallowing people alive. That's all for today. I hope you are surprised to know about the 16 Philippine mythical creatures in Trese. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to see more videos like this in the future. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.